The Great Leaf Pile Jump-Off, on a Benny Bear and Ruby Rabbit story. Autumn in Fernwood Forest was a golden wonderland. Leaves drifted down like confetti, painting the forest floor in reds, oranges, and yellows. Benny Bear loved autumn, not for the pumpkins, not even for the apple cider. He loved it because it was leaf-jumping season. Each year, he and Ruby Rabbit had a tradition, the Great Leaf Pile Jump-Off. "Ready to rake?" Benny called, holding a giant wooden rake nearly twice his size. "Born ready," Ruby said, spinning her much smaller but extra shiny rake. "This year I'm going for the fluffiest pile yet." They set to work. Benny raked big, slow rows, pushing leaves into a giant heap the size of a small hill. Ruby zipped in fast circles, gathering her leaves into a neatly shaped pyramid. By noon, both piles were complete. Benny stood proudly next to his towering, messy mound. "I call this Mount Leafmore." Ruby smoothed the top of hers with a finishing pat. "And I present Bunny Bounce Bluff." They stepped back and admired their work. "Time for the jump-off," Ruby announced. Benny scratched his head. "Wait, who judges it?" Ruby tapped her chin. "We need someone fair and fun." Just then, Squeaky Squirrel scurried by, balancing acorns in his arms. "Hey, Squeaky," Ruby called. "Want to be our judge?" Squeaky perked up. "Leaf jumping? I thought you'd never ask." He climbed a nearby branch for the best view. "Points for height, splash, and style." Ruby stretched and hopped in place. "You go first, Benny." Benny took a deep breath, climbed a small log ramp, and with a bear-sized leap, he cannonballed into Mount Leafmore. Leaves flew everywhere, covering trees, squirrels, even a passing deer. Squeaky squealed. 10 for splash, 8 for form." Ruby clapped. "That was epic." Benny popped out with leaves in his ears and a grin on his face. "Your turn." Ruby took a running start and soared high into the air, twisting mid-jump. She landed in Bunny Bounce Bluff with a perfect spin, sending a gentle swirl of leaves into the sky like a leafy fountain. Squeaky scribbled furiously. 10 for style, 9 for splash. They each took 2 more jumps, Benny trying a leaf dive and Ruby attempting a twist and tumble. After the final leap, they lay in their piles, panting and laughing. Squeaky scurried down and cleared his throat. "After careful consideration, the results are in—" Benny and Ruby sat up. "It's a tie." "A tie?" they said together. Squeaky nodded. "Benny had the best splash, Ruby had the best style. Both piles were epic. I couldn't choose." Ruby smiled. "I'm okay with a tie." Benny chuckled. "Me too. More fun that way." Just then, a gust of wind whooshed through the forest, and both leaf piles blew into the air in a swirling, beautiful storm of colour. "Uh-oh," Benny said. Ruby giggled. "Guess we'll have to rake again tomorrow." Squeaky danced under the falling leaves. Best jump-off ever. As the sun dipped low and the last leaf fluttered to the ground, Ruby and Benny watched the colours settle like a blanket over Fernwood. "Same time next year?" Benny asked. "You bet," Ruby said, giving him a high paw. And from then on, the Great Leaf Pile Jump-Off became not just their tradition, but a forest-wide festival.